All right. Okay, so we're going to take this. Isn't that pretty? And we're going to use this ribbon. It's really kind of like, it's almost like rope because it's got plastic inside it, but it's going to be really cool to play with. So we're going to use that. I just wanted to do something a little different than like what we normally do. Okay. Messy, messy, messy. All right. And we're going to use a green base. And I'm going to use probably the pinks and the reds out of here. Okay. And Grandma and Papa are eating, so Bethany is downstairs. She just roundly ignores me when there is food involved. Okay. She does look cute. She got groomed today and she has on a little purple necklace. It's cute. All right, let's do... Why have I got my mat done this way? Let's do 20 inches. I'm going to have to turn my mat around. I just realized what it's like. Okay. So how are y'all doing anyways? Let's get this open. There we go. Whoops. Okay. There. Did y'all see that Hobby Lobby has their evergreen wreath 66% off? If you don't have any, you better go get one or a dozen. Mine came from Sims because honestly they're really reasonable at Sims. So, and since I'm not very far from them, it doesn't take that long to get here. Make sure not even see comments. Oh, there we go. No, there we go. Oh, are you? Okay. There. How's your flare-up doing? I am so thankful I haven't gotten one. Wait. I think that little COVID episode was enough for me. Hopefully it will stay that way. I don't want another one. Oh, and I didn't tell y'all, this mesh came from Festive Creations by Stephanie. And so did this little ornament thing. And then the other ornaments came from Hobby Lobby. I have some greenery from Michael's that we're going to use. Whoop. Okay. Go ahead and cut it all. Mine as well. All right, this last little one Has the little tape on it. Okay. Right, there we go. There. Okay. So we got all our mesh cut up. Okay. Alright, and we'll just take the little tag off. So this one is the 24-inch. It's VW024. That's the one from Sims. And I can't remember how much they are, like $5 or $6. It's reasonable. Anyways, okay, so let's get it pulled up. Yeah. Ooh, I've got to move that light. It is like right in my face. Okay. Get my fan going. I'm getting hot already. There we go. I'm just kind of pulling it up real quick. Y'all know I don't like to do that long, drawn out fluff. I'll do it as quick as I can. Okay, there we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't want it laying flat. All right, there we go. There. Okay. Now we'll start putting our mesh in. Okay. Just want to make sure I can see all the comments. Well, yeah, it's just grouped tonight. I know, isn't the mesh pretty? All right, so we're just going to take our mesh. We're just going to do a little messy ruffle. Just let it curl on the edges. Just kind of pull it together. Okay, so you can either do it this way and make it more like a woodland ruffle, right? Or you can do it this way and make it like a messy ruffle. So either way you decide to do it, doesn't matter. It's the same way. But you want to stick it all the way down in the center. Okay. What I generally like to do is go kind of up and down. Like this. Like one up, one down kind of thing. Until I get across. Me too. Aren't they pretty? When Christmas is over, Emily, we'll have to get you Valentine's. There we go. I didn't go live last night. Do you know that poor Casey and Z are both, I'm feeling good. They're both very sick. So I didn't go live last night because they were insisting that they were going to moderate. And honestly, the only way I was going to get them some rest was if I didn't go live. So I didn't. I'm going to go live tonight. Shh, don't tell them. Because they both need to rest. I don't know which one is sicker. Okay. They're pitiful. They don't want to admit defeat. Although I get it. I was the same way. I was like, no, I think I'm going to be fine. I wasn't. I'm good now, though. I love the evergreens. I would just use them all year round if I could. I just think they're so much easier and, you know. Yeah. Well, your door's not empty for Christmas, right? Because you should have told me. You know I still have wreaths left. Not very many, but I have a few. You should have told me. Lord knows I'll have lots of everything. Okay. There. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's so pretty. Okay. Oh, see how pretty that is. Something about the mesh in these vases, it looks so good. What? Let's go over to the storage unit and pick the one out. You should have told me. Hell, I probably have one in my garage. Well, I don't know. We might have taken those. I'll look and tell you. But we can go over to the storage unit and grab you one. You should have told me. I know you're happy to see something other than Christmas. Yeah. I am going to go, what I'm going to do when I go on at YouTube is I'm actually going to put a few little Christmas gift things together, but we're not going to do a project. Because I know little Miss Casey here would try to be moderating, and she can't do that. She's sick. She's supposed to be resting. The mesh came from Festive Creations by Stephanie. It's really pretty. Don't forget, y'all have a code for that. Is it HWM 15 or is it HWM Lori? I don't remember. I have to look. But y'all have 15% off with her. I know you don't have a voice. But that also tells you you're supposed to be resting. You don't get better if you don't rest. And when you're a mom, you don't get to rest a whole lot. So you got to rest when you can. Okay, yeah. So make sure when y'all are ordering from her that you use that. And the sign one is HWM 15, I think. So, and they have their shipping free over $50. I had, what did I have? 100, 125 or whatever. Theirs is 50. But of course they only do signs, so makes it easier, I guess. Okay. I'm just going to put it in a couple places that I see. But I love these colors. I know, right? She has strep throat, y'all. And pretty bad, too. She's been running a high fever. Not good. Definitely not good right before Christmas. That's the worst time to get sick. Although that seems to be like a common time to get sick, isn't it? Okay, so we're done with the mesh. Okay, now, this stuff came from Hobby Lobby. They have it in, I think, this and they have gold, but the gold one is fairly thick and not as easy to work with. So be careful if you're going towards that. All right, so the reason that I like to use this thing is pulling on my neck, is this. You see that? See how it's just kind of, we'll do these little curl things. I really like that. I kind of like this over dramatic way that you can kind of twist this. That's why I wanted to use it. Okay, so we're going to put it in our bow maker. Remember, it's plastic, but it's flexible, but you can't really twist it, okay? So that's one thing you have to know. There's no twisting, but it is the same on both sides, so it's not really that bad, right? It is a little different because it is kind of like plastic rope. I'm gonna throw it over there. Okay, so you're just going to, let's do like 6-inch. You're just going to kind of pull it across like this. And it's fun to sometimes use something that's different than what you normally use. It just kind of gives you a little bit of an unexpected look, something a little different. I do suggest you use your bow maker when you're using something like this because it is kind of thicker and it doesn't twist, so it makes it a little bit easier on your hands if you kind of put it through the bow maker. All right, like that. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that just fun? Okay, so I'm going to trim it off here. Okay. Get our zip tie. It wants to be a little bit unruly, and that's okay. That's what our zip tie is for. Okay. So what you're going to have to do is kind of move it a little. And you're not really twisting it. What you're doing is you're twisting it inside of that zip tie. Let me put the second zip tie in. I kind of think it might almost be easier if we put it in the wreath and then start doing that. Okay. Isn't that fun though? Okay, so just pick a spot. I like to go from the inside ring to kind of the middle in between the two because I don't want that bow to get too high. Alrighty, there's a crossbar there. I was just trying to get around it. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna pull it down. Okay, I'm going to show you, we're going to twist it. Okay, I want it to be kind of deep down in there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to physically kind of pull these and twist them so that they will stand up and do what we want. So it is going to look different, but it's fun. Look at that. Isn't that fun? There. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just kind of keep these kind of short like that. Let's get it there. There. Okay. Like that. Isn't that cool? Look at that. All right, now. So I have 2 of these because I knew one wouldn't really just do the whole thing. But you can kind of go across just like we normally do. This. But what I'm going to do is actually glue it in and then glue it in. Remember, this is different than regular ribbon. It's got plastic in it. So, a little bit easier to go down in here and glue it in. Okay, and then I can just use a couple of my ties. Put it there. See that? This. So I'm just kind of figuring out how long I want it. So I can go ahead and trim it off. Then I'll get my glue on it. Get it in there. Make sure it's gluing. Okay, then. And what I can do is, where these are tied, I'll put a little ornament or something, or some greenery. I have some greenery for us. Some little frosted stuff with red berries, because I wanted to add, you know, a little bit of red in to match with this red. But I super like this stuff as ribbon. It's just fun. Okay. There. And I find that for doing these really fun little tail things, this stuff is actually easier than regular ribbon. So, just a little thought for you there. Okay. And you can see you can kind of swirl it, make it go directions that regular ribbon is harder to do. But it's something different and it's something fun. See that? Look how fun that is. That's just fun. See, look at that. How cool is that? It's almost like a little spider. You can also have little pieces coming out here in the back. You can go all the way across the bottom if you want, like this. See, that's fun. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Get down in there. Let's have it get kind of swirly whirly. Just tie it right there. Right there. Haha, that's fun. Let's do one more. Kind of from here to here. Okay. Look how much fun that is. Okay. I love nothing but cake. That place is the bomb. Okay. All right, so we're going to take some of this. This one's kind of big. Let's kind of cut this one. Okay. All right. Wherever I tied my little pieces, I'm going to put something in there to just kind of cover where we put it. Okay. right here. I won't put it directly where it is, just kind of off to the side to kind of cover it. But we're gonna come in and start adding some of our greenery here. We've got some berries because it's still winter when Valentine's comes, so you know, you can use what you have left over from your winter and Christmas greenery. That's one thing I really like about Valentine's, is that you can, because I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I tend to overbuy for Christmas. So then I can use it, you know, for winter and for Valentine's, and at least get some of it used up. Because I will tell you, Valentine's is really popular for me, but St. Patrick's Day is not. So Valentine's does well for me, but St. Patrick's Day does not. I don't know why, but I almost always, if I put something Valentine's up, it sells pretty quickly. So, okay. All right. I like this stuff. This is pretty. This came from At Home. These picks came from At Home. Let's cut some of this off. Way more than we need. I tried to branch out a little bit more this year so that I can kind of give y'all. I'm going to put, where I see green is where I'm going to put my greenery. And when you're putting in greenery, make sure you're putting stuff inside, outside, and on the outside. That way it'll be nice and balanced. But remember, you want to keep your line, right? So if you establish a line, you just want to stay within that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Get some kind of out here. The only thing bad about this stuff is it's all messy. It's all messy. There we go. Okay. All right. Isn't this looking pretty? And what I like is that the white of the ribbon really pops off of. Yeah, if she had that weather, well, I don't know. Susan would probably enjoy that weather because she's more cold than anything. For a lot of us, that hot all the time thing is just for the birds. At least for me it is. I can't do the hot all the time. All right, so I'm going to cut this up into mini pieces so I can spread it out. So see, you can get quite a bit out of this one pick. Okay, so we got 4, 6, 7 pieces out of that one pick. That's not bad at all. See, we're adding some red in, and then we'll add a little bit of pink in as well. Okay. There we go. Make sure when you're putting them in, you're getting them down into that evergreen so they'll stay. Putting some of these around the corners. I mean the outer. There we go. Cover up all that greenery. And it'll make it look pretty. There we go. Okay, we got a second one of those. Isn't that bowl cool? I think so too. Just like a spider. It's the ultimate spider bow. This stuff is it's actually plastic, but it's fun to use as a bow. You kind of have to manhandle it a little bit, but it's worth it in the end. Okay. Okay. Let's get these in. There. I don't know what's in my pocket. Okay. Is that you, Ross? What you doing? What you doing?
Nothing.
Is Bella out there?
Yeah, she's
She's on the couch.
begging the food from.
Oh, they're still eating.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, I got it. They're still eating, so she's begging. She's like, I'm not leaving until I get enough. Look how cute that is. Okay. All right, now I want to get this in there. Isn't that pretty? Has several different colors of pink. This is XS 106115. And this came from Stephanie's shop. Okay. I'm going to leave it in the little groups. Okay. I want to put it so it's kind of standing up. Okay. Uh-oh, that one's got a hole. So let's just push it down that way. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, there we go. One thing you could do is just lop that off. Okay, that's weird. It's like there's a second piece in there. That's weird. Okay. Let me get distracted with that. Okay. Now, we're going to take our Hobby Lobby ornaments. Okay. Just get some glue on them. Okay. And I'm going to put some of those around. I think I've got 4, yes. 4. Okay. Well, there she is. Hi, baby girl. Come here. Come on. No, there's nothing for food for you in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bella. Get Oh, that bag. Come on. Come on. Up there you go. Good girl. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I want one to go here. There. That. Okay. Put one back here. This bow. I'm gonna put like 2 red ones. Oh yeah, when they have their stuff way off, go get some of the ornaments because you can use them all year. Get the colored ones, like purple blues, yellows. Okay, let's do one kind of on the inside there. Maybe I'll do one more. I said 2, but now I'm thinking 3 might be good. Let's do this one right in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. There we go. Okay. Put that one right. Let's put it right over here. There. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Look at that. That's so cute. Oh, I love that. All right. All right. Now, okay, I wanted to do a little lantern. Time is it? Well, apparently my watch died. Oh yeah, it's only 7. Okay. Let's see, let's do let's do this one. Oh, ooh, and this one. Okay. So I'm gonna do these 2 ribbons here. Okay. One really cute thing you can do with your lanterns is put little, get some of the ornaments and put the little ornaments in it. You know, because it's easy to make it look really great without really spending any money on it. We've got, that's really more rude. Okay. All right. So we're just going to do one of our little double bows. Okay. So we'll take these 2 together. Okay, I'm going to put them down together. We're going to do, okay, like a little 12-inch tail. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to do giant loops because this isn't really very large. So, move this over. So let's do like 5 inches. What y'all think? Do y'all like that? Y'all like that little stuff? I know you like that. It's got all your colors in it. Okay. This is really pretty, this red. It's like a metallic. Okay. Okay, so we did 2 at 5. Okay, we're going to do a third one at 5. There. Okay. Trick to this is make sure you have enough ribbon out. There's the third. All right, now we're going to do 2 at 4. There. That. Okay, and then 1 at 3. Out there. There. Okay. All right. Not that one. Okay. Here we go. Just gonna run it under. Pull it out. See, there's our indention. So run it right into the indention. Make sure you keep that line straight. What do I do with those red? Oh, there they are. Okay, let's get one of my red pipe cleaners. Okay, and we can put a little bit of this in to coordinate the two. And, okay. I don't know if we'll keep that or not. We'll see. All right. All right. Now, the trick to this is to pull them out, get them separated out. Okay. And then you can start pulling in opposite directions. Okay, so I'm just pulling them out from inside. Oops, wrong way. There. Okay, and then after I do that, then I'll do the next layer. Okay, and the next layer. And then go to the other side. Okay. All right. There. And there. What I like about this is it makes a really nice round bow that you can put right on top. See? Okay. So let's fluff it out. You'll see if I struggle with something, I'm gonna pull it and just stop and pull it until I get it where I want it, and then I'll fluff it. That way you can get where you want it. Or what you want, where you want it. That didn't really make any sense, did it? Ooh, okay. Oh, I love these bows. Okay. Isn't that cute? Okay. So we'll put it on, making sure we know where that front door thing is. Okay. All right. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can just put it right on, or you can use styrofoam. So if you want it to be completely flat on the top, you're going to need to use styrofoam. If you don't care, then you can just tie it on. If you want to do greenery and stuff, then putting this on can help a lot. So even if you decide to glue this on, do y'all know how to get these off if you glue it on and then, hey Carolyn, and then you later decide you don't want it on there? Do y'all know how to get it off? So anytime you have something that you've glued on, especially if it's like plastic like this, put it in a freezer and let it stay in there for a couple hours, and then it'll come off. It'll deactivate the glue, so to speak. Okay. So, let's see. So I'm gonna put some glue on this, not a ton. Okay. There. Okay. So I'm gonna actually tie this on top of this. You see how it makes it perfectly flat so that I can keep my bow perfectly flat? The only thing you have to remember is that you will have to cover up the styrofoam with greenery or whatever you want. But that's okay because I wanted to do greenery, so this is my favorite thing to do if I want to use like greenery and stuff. There. Okay, now. I've got these cute little pine pieces. These are from At Home. Is there a number on it? 1243232 That's quite interesting. Okay. All right. I figured since I missed several, I would do a couple projects tonight and when I come live next. So I can start making up some of those. Okay. So this bigger one that has more, I'm going to kind of bend it over and I'm going to put it higher up to the top, almost kind of like under the bow, and then pull it down like that. And then I'll put this one kind of on the corner there. This one will go on a corner as well. There. Got glue. Okay. This little piece will kind of hold and use to kind of fill in. Okay. These are tough. These little sticks. They are tough duty. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this one. Yeah, at home is 50% off. So these are super cute. I really like these. And I like the ones that I put in there. Those came from At Home as well. We don't have an At Home here, so when I was in North Carolina last, I stopped by there. It was actually on Black Friday. Share Bear and I went. I am not going to hurt you. Sit down. You're okay. It's not a stapler. Sit down, baby. You're okay. Sit down, Bella. Okay, let's put this one up there. Okay. All right. She didn't like that cutting stuff. There. There is not food. Quit getting in those bags. She sees the Dollar Tree bags over there, and she's convinced that there is something she can eat in there, and she can't because it's mostly like chocolate. But you can't really convince her. Okay, there. All right, and then I'll just start filling in underneath a little. I want to put one on the corner here. Oh, are you? Cool. There. Bella, get out of those bags. She is something else. Isn't that cute? All right, now I'll take these and start kind of filling in a little. Okay. But I love Valentine's projects because I can use up my Christmas and wintry stuff. I don't have to store it for a whole nother year. I can put it in these and sell it. Okay. This one came from Carolina Pottery. This came from Sims Pottery. Did it? No. Oh, this came from Greenery Market. X20863. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so let's flip it over so we can see where we can cut it. Okay. See, if I kind of spread it apart, I can see where good cut spots are. Okay. There. Okay. So I'm kind of sticking with things that are very wintry mix. Okay. It does make it a little easier if you have the styrofoam under there, so that does help for sure. Even a little bit right here. Boy, these are tough. I'm just going to tell you. These are some seriously thick wires. Okay. But what I like is they spread out a lot. So they just look how pretty that looks. Oh, that's so pretty. And you can curl these up if you want. You can even put more tails in using the styrofoam that's under here. I want to do that. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's put this one in, like right in there. There. Isn't that pretty? That's funny. I knew you would be all over that lantern. Mom loves lanterns. We could even take a piece and put it up here in the bow. That's pretty. Let's grab another piece maybe. Let's see. There we go. All right. Oh, this really needs to go on the other side. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now we got it. All right, y'all, that was fun. Sorry it took me so long to get back live. But I think we'll be good and rolling now. Awesome. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to try to go live here in a little bit. I have some little presents and stuff I need to do. So, all right. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Oh, and a Merry Christmas. All right. Bye, y'all.